Up next, what is my favorite perfume right now? It's right here. I'm going to tell you what it is coming up next. Welcome back everybody to Joel the Nose, and today's video is going to be a relatively short one because I'm only talking about one fragrance, one perfume, and that is what is my favorite perfume right now. Did a video, last time I did a video like this was probably about 3, 4, 5 months ago. That video, which at the time, if you remember, for those of you who watch my videos, I talked about T.on.D. from Versailles. That was my favorite perfume that I talked about then. Obviously still love it, wear it, beautiful, different. So that was, a challenging fragrance for a lot of people. And I, usually when I pick a favorite fragrance that I really dig into and love and start adoring and wearing a lot of, it's something that's different. It's not a mainstream fragrance. Even within the niche fragrance world, it's going to be typically maybe something different. So this one is no different. I've talked a lot about it recently. It's relatively brand new, the newest one, I believe, from this house. It came out I think it came out technically at the end of 2021, but it's just became available really in the US, I don't know, maybe a couple months ago. Anyways, without further ado, what is the fragrance? Can you guess? I'm sure some of you can guess what I'm talking about. That is, bum bum bum, Extrait Noir from Elixir. Extrait Noir. This is, in the past, I've talked about, by far, one of my top favorite fragrances of all time is Desired. And let me just get it for everybody, because some of you, I know a lot of you know this, but not everyone does. So this is Desired. Let me just kind of clean it a little bit because it shows fingerprints, but this is Desired. Still one of the best fragrances for me in my collection, and as far as date night fragrances and getting compliments, it's still one of my top ones. But let's get into this one. Extrait Noir is a fragrance that just blew me away. I've been really recently into darker, richer, ambery, leathery, tobacco, oud fragrances. I think that's a natural progression for anybody that gets into fragrance, especially niche fragrance. A lot of people start out with maybe lighter fragrances. It's totally normal because that's what the designer fragrance world typically puts out. But I've really been getting into these fragrances. And this one, let me just read you the notes on this. This starts out with an opening of thyme and ginger and eucalyptus and camphor. Camphor is this kind of like smoky, woody, resinous smell that just is really unique, and it's not something you see all the time in fragrances. So for me, again, combined with the ginger, which ginger is one of my absolute favorite top notes. I'm actually working on a fragrance right now that I'm making with, that I'm creating on my own, which I toy around a lot with. And the most recent one I'm making has ginger in the top note because I really love that. You can see the bottom of the bottle here. Just so you can see the spelling of Extrait Noir. Sorry about that. All right, so then in the heart note, this thing drops down into cinnamon. It's got lavender, it's got patchouli, saffron, geranium, and the base is where it really shines. It's got this woody, dark leather benzoin, which gives it a smooth vanilla aspect, so it's not too dark. It kind of really gives it this smooth sweetness. Then it's got castoreum, which is an animalic, very animalic quality. It's then got vanilla in addition to the benzoin. So that, again, that vanilla and the benzoin, I think really keep it from getting too dark. But make no mistake, this thing is dark, rich, deep, and I would say it's a little bit probably intimidating for most people. So before you run out and buy it, I always suggest, of course, trying it first, get a sample of it, because this is for a true niche lover. This is not going to be maybe the beginning niche lover or someone who prefers designer fragrances. This is a piece of art from from Elisire. And I love this house. You know, just again, look at just the simplicity of this little black bottle. You know, let me just read you how they describe it, because I think this is very interesting. They call it Black Sun, bewitching, mysterious, grandiose, aromatic herbs, beaming spices, vapors of patchouli, essentially black, rebel elegance, radical and mystical, dark desire, magnetic look, deep and captivating, eucalyptus and camphor, cinnamon and saffron heat up, woods, balms, luscious vanilla mingle with leathery and animalic notes. An elixir of black absolute in a black mirrored bottle. They do a great job of describing it. I mean, I love writing. As an attorney, I have to write a lot. I love reading. I read all the time. That captures this. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, and I hope it does to some of you, and I know it will to a lot of you, try Extrait Noir. Just to let you know, the price on this, it's a 30 ml bottle, and this is Extrait. So this is, you know, one of the highest basically concentration levels of Perfume. It's higher than an Eau de Parfum. This is an Extrait. And that's why, so you don't need as much of this, and it's in a smaller bottle, $185 roughly, retail US. I think personally it's a bargain to get something of this quality for under $200. It doesn't take a lot. I still put 7 or 8 sprays on because I love it. The average person could probably get away with 3 or 4 if you're a little bit nervous. It is going to set you apart. It is going to get you noticed. It is going to be a great date night fragrance. If you wear it to work, you're probably going to want to be subdued a little bit more because it does give great projection, at least on my skin. You got to try it on your skin. I always say that. I get great projection and I get great longevity. For me, it doesn't last quite as long as Desired. Desired to me is probably the biggest beast mode fragrance I own in my collection. I get 15 plus hours and it's projecting like for over 10 hours. This I get about 10 to 12 hours on my skin and it's projecting for a good 7 or 8. So still very beast mode if you are looking for something like that. And if you're looking for something to step up your game. So there you have it. This is my favorite fragrance right now. This is March. We're in the middle of March 2022, coming up on spring, and I wear it all the time. So thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for your support. I'll be back soon with another video. Peace, love, and perfumes.